Hey, hi everyone. I'm Naval Yamal. So welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to see what are the data types of Python. In Python, there are 14 data types. So you need to understand this. There are 14 data types in total. 14, 1 4. So if you ask me like what are these data types, so I'll just list down one by one. So first is an integer data type. If you look at any other programming language, you will be having this integer data type. If you are comparing with SQL, C, anything. Okay. Second is your float data type, that is your decimal. Let me take an example. If you are talking about integer, it can be like 10, 20, 5, something like that. Okay. If it is float, if you talk about float, the examples are your stock market prices, your dollar prices against rupees, your petrol prices. It will be something like 100.5, 90.66, something like that. So when you have these values, you can take them as a float. Third is your string. Okay. So you can call this as a string, character, anything. But if you are in other programming language like C, there we have both, like we have char data type also. So there what we do, if you are having a single character, suppose if you are declaring A as a character, so this becomes an character, and if you are taking ABC, for example 2 3 letters, then it is a string. But in Python we do not have this character data type. So if you are taking A also, or if you are taking any other character letters also, it is considered as a string. So if this is ABC, or this is A, or if you are writing Python, or if you are writing Python is very easy, Python is easy, anything, any sentence, so this all is considered as a string. So why I'm writing this double quotes or single quotes here is, so if you want to specify your code that hey, this is a string, so you have to mention that in either a double quotes or in a single quotes. So for a string you need to remember that you can take either double quotes, or you can take a single quotes, or many times you can take a triple quotes also. So we will see in further videos like how and when to use this triple quotes. So let us see the fourth type, that is your, after integer, float, string, it is your boolean. This is written as bool, or it is a boolean. So if you want to give a values like true or false, then we call it as a boolean data type. Okay, true or false. So here you need to remember in Python, the things to remember in Python is, when you are dealing with the boolean data type, you should write that boolean T capital. Okay, this is mandatory. Your T should be capital. If you are specifying something like that, Python doesn't detect that hey, this is a data type boolean. It doesn't know, because your T is not capital. And if you are writing false, so your F should be capital and all others should be in a lowercase. Okay, that is mandatory. So this is about boolean. So these are the points or things to remember. Now let me talk about the fifth data type. That fifth data type is your complex. So when you are having an complex numbers like 10 plus 20 I, something like that, where 10 is your real part, 20 is your imaginary part. In mathematics we use a complex number, but in Python, again, the things to remember when you are dealing with complex is, you need to take j here, not I. So you need to remember this. If you want to define a complex number, if you are taking I, you will get an error saying that I is already defined for some reason. So you should take j there. So if you are specifying, you should be like, you should give an example like a plus bj. Your j is your imaginary, j is imaginary, and b is your imaginary number, a is your real part or real number. So These five are called fundamental data types, or you can call it as a basic data types of Python. So you can see these data types in any other programming language also. So let me take some more examples. If I write A here, can you tell what is the data type of B now? Yeah, it is a string. Okay, let me take suppose A equal to, can you tell what is this data type? So you will get an error here because for boolean you should take a capital T for that. Now this will be your boolean. Okay, let me take another example for you. If I write A equal to, can you tell me what is this data type? So this is your string because you are taking some letters inside the double quotes or double inverted commas, then you call it as a string. So let me take one more example. If I say true here, now will you get an error here? Why not error? Because here we got an error. We will not get an error because we have enclosed that in a double quote, so still you get a string here. Okay, one more question. If I write A equal to 10 plus 20i, can you tell what is this data type? Yeah, correct. So we get an error here because Python doesn't know what is I here. So if you want to specify a complex value, here we take always 10 plus 20j. Okay, so these are some of the examples on basic and fundamental data types. These fundamental data types are all immutable. So what is immutable? We will discuss that. So all fundamental or basic data types in Python are immutable. So we will discuss more about what is mutable and immutable concept. So these are 5. I told you that there are 14 data types in Python. Now let us look what are those 9 data types. Those are specially designed for Python. So your 6th data type when it comes to Python is your list. Number is not important, the data type is important. List. 7th is your tuple. This is called tuple, tuple, anything. Then it is set. Your 9th is your frozen set. So this is rarely used because if you know what is set, you can easily understand what is frozen set. Then your 10th is your dict, that is a dictionary, and your 11th is range data type, and next 12th one is your byte, 13th is byte array, and 14th is your none. So these are the 14 data types of Python. So once you understand the details of these 14 data types, like how they are working and the data structures on these, so you will be having a good knowledge in Python. We will go with each and every data type in detail in our coming videos. Thank you guys. If you like this video, please subscribe, like this video, and share it with your friends. Keep learning. Thank you again.